Okay.
We got trouble, you know, with the cows coming over to our place there during the night sometimes. Neighbor's cows can't keep his cows in. So one night about 2 o'clock in the morning, our dog is he stays in the porch, and he got a spell, you know. Or boy, he was really up in the air. So I got out of bed and I thought, see what in the world is wrong with him. He was barking and carrying on like he was crazy. So I let him out, and he ran out down by the road and started barking. And I'll tell you, when he barks, he's got quite a bark to him. He barks like he's going to eat you up. And I didn't know the cows were there. So the next morning I went down there to see if there had been anything there, and here there was tracks where the cows had been there. And I think when the cows heard him bark, they run home. Well, then 2 nights later, the same thing happened again, and the dog got wild again. So I had to get out of bed around 1:30, 2:30 in the morning, and I looked, and there was been more cows out there. So I had to get after the neighbor to keep his cows home. And anybody comes there, I don't know if he smells it or hears it, but I'll tell you one thing. He'll let you know who's there any time of the day or night. So I got a 24-hour watchman. So that's it, Steve.
Say, Ray, what would you say was your best dog, your favorite dog, all these years?
Well, all these years, our best dog was the one we call Sam. He was far as getting cows. I could send him half a mile away. If I pointed that way and said, go get him, he'll go get him. I wouldn't know this one here would do it, but I know that one would.
Bring the cows back?
And neighbors' cows.
Oh, neighbors' cows.
Always neighbors' cows. So anyhow, Larry is renting, and my boy is renting the place, and they went up and checked when the insurance was managed there. We got $750 damage in one end of the field.
Oh, from the cows?
From the neighbors' cows.
Oh.
So the boy is running it, and the guy the owner of the place, I would say, he died. He's a little younger than I was. He died of cancer, I guess. He could never make a decent fence to hold the cows in, and neither the young one is worse yet. So, and he had around Wildwood was out in that bean field there during the night. I don't think there was more than probably 3, 4 out that night. And the next night, I don't know how many was. I've never seen them, but I could see the tracks that they'd been out there. So we had neighbor trouble there, and anyhow, that dog is quite a watchdog. And if anybody comes there and we're not home, they don't get in the house. I mean, they can't even get in the porch. He won't let them in.
Does he know Larry and stuff?
No, they don't bother when they come.
They know that he knows them.
Well, he can smell them or something, and he knows them by the way they. And when we come home, I tried to fool him here the other night. Or the other day, Larry took me home, and I walked up to the place. Then I knocked on the door. I'll tell you, he woke up, but then he sensed it was me right away, so he just shut up right away. But if any strange person comes there, he goes like he's crazy around there. And then he settles down after that. I mean, especially if we're home. If we're not home, he won't let nobody in. Boy, I'll tell you, ready to tear the legs off, I guess.
Are you ready for another bun or anything?
Sure.
1 or 2?
One's fine.
Any more beans?
You got plenty? Put a little more on there too.
Here the other day, Dwayne's wife came over. And of course she didn't knock or nothing. She come in the porch and he heard that. Now we got a window on our door that's up 5 feet. That little dog jumped from here up to the middle of that window and down again, and he saw who it was. I took and measured to see how high he jumped. He jumped over 5 feet straight up.
Oh.
He was eating Mexican jumping beans, huh?
I'll tell you, we dug a sewer last year. And I dug that 6 feet deep for a kitchen sink.
Yeah.
For the kitchen drain. Well, I don't want to was giving trouble, so I dug that. It had been in there 50 years, so had a pretty good sewer the first time. Now this one is a little bit bigger. And we took him down in there to kind of sing him at, mice or something. There wasn't a mice there, but just to kind of get him there, get him. And he got all excited. And Rhonda was home.
Sorry, those beans are cold. They got unplugged.
Rhonda was home, and that little dog, when I called him out, he jumped right up that 6 foot and come out of there. And we had him do that 6 times. She didn't have the movie camera. She had just a picture camera. She got him when he was halfway up, but she never got her where you could. I wish she had a video, and he could have got her. He jumped out 6 times that day for us, 6 feet
Are
up.
you getting coffee here?
Figured that one out. I don't know where that dog how he can jump like that.
Where'd you get the dog?
Miles out of Fairfax.
You bought it. You bought the dog?
Well, they were for a free giveaway, purebred rat terrier.
It's a rat terrier.
Yeah, black and white rat terrier.
Kind of like Dennis's. Do you see Dennis's dog, Petey? Ever see
I don't
Petey?
think so.
He has a rat terrier too, black and white.
There's a picture of him on
Oh, here.
I don't think they got a picture of mine here. I don't think.
It's a pretty wild dog. It likes to play.
Here's Dennis's dog. It's Puppy.
Yeah, I see.
Show it to the camera, Sheila.
I don't think I've got a picture of him here. I don't think.
Okay.
I should carry a picture of him if I have
You
it.
got a new license.
Yeah, I had to go up there twice and take pictures.
Hey Ray,
No.
show me your license. Just face it flat towards me.
I was lucky I
Is that
got
the new
mine
license?
before.
Yeah, I finally got it.
It's a new kind?
Yeah, I'm waiting for mine.
Bring it in front of his camera.
Yeah, face it vertical. No. Right where you are is fine. Okay, now go this way a little bit, so it doesn't shine from the light. Okay, hold
It's
on.
got a hologram print on the corner of the
Sheila,
picture.
why don't you move it all over the
Oh,
place?
okay, there we go. Just hold on.
Here's the first license. They cut the corner off, I kept both of them.
Senor. Okay.
Yeah, I ordered
It's
the
got a
license. I think I
hologram
waited
across the top.
4 months, I think, before I got it.
Yeah.
They're talking about something now that if you wait over 6 weeks, they're supposed to give you your money back. There's something. There's something.
And look at
They're talking
different type
something
of
about that
signature.
in
It's more
the state
computerized.
legislature.
Well, I didn't get my money
No,
back, but
it's
I had to go up there and have my picture
Goes by
taken
grade.
again because they encountered the computers and stuff, some kind of a mix-up. I don't know what it was, and I forgot. I heard how many thousand driver's license that they had to do that to.
There was some talk about it, whether it's law or not, I don't know. But if you wait over, I think it's either 6 or 8 weeks, then you get your money back.
Oh,
I mean, it's ridiculous, all this modern equipment.
Yeah,
It's worse.
right.
Your first name is Alfred?
yeah, they never used that. Yeah, I don't know who.
You didn't change it?
No,
It's
I-
Alfred Raymond.
Alfred Raymond, yeah. They don't know what they're doing nowadays, I guess.
Hey Ray, I was thinking you would say Jigs was your favorite dog all time.
Yeah, Jigs was one too.
Remember Jigs? Oh, Sheila wouldn't remember Jigs.
No.
Jigs was good too for chasing cows. Yeah.
She was a smart dog too.
It was Jigs that would chase the neighbor's cows clear home in the yard. Dogs knew where to put them. Both Jigs and Sam, they'd put the cattle right in their own yard. And then Ralph said, and then the sheep too here. Before that, they had sheep, and they were on top of the hill over here. And I hauled the dogs up on the tractor because I found out the sheep were out. So I hauled the dogs up on the tractor so they wouldn't be tired. Of course, they got out there. I'll tell you what happened. I saw them sheep, and the harder I screamed, the harder they chased the sheep. And I'll tell you, them dogs were just about tearing them sheep apart. 23 sheep. And on top of the hill, I had a fence over there. And one of the sheep got his neck caught in the fence when he went through it. And there the sheep rolled and stopped. I went over there, and sheep's eyes were upside down, and I thought, sure, I killed the thing. And so I checked out the sheep, and that's all right. And I was sitting there about a minute or two. I didn't know what to do. I thought, well, one of them sheep are going to die. And while I was mucking with it, there, feeling of the heart, and he was breathing, eyes were upside down, and all at once that sheep got up and took off 70 miles an hour. I put the dogs back on again. Got knocked out.
Just had to get a second wind.
He had to get a second wind. And before that, he had run 40 rods before he hit about around 40 rods before he hit the wire. And then of course, I put the dog. I thought, well, there's no wire from here on. Let's pour to it. And then the dogs chased the sheep all the way home, cleared onto the yard. Then the neighbor was telling me, "But your dogs are chasing my sheep home." Well, I says, "They're in my field. They're going to get out of there with my dogs." So I don't know whether he kept the sheep home after that or not. But they gave the sheep to work, so anyhow, on both that and the cows. So the dogs were getting pretty well trained, chase the neighbor's animals home.
Horse would run around and that dog was swinging around like you know what behind.
I'm right.
From one side to the other, you know,
Yeah.
the horse would turn and the dog would swing and make a big swing.
Teeth were caught.
Never got kicked though.
Never got kicked,
Never
huh?
got kicked, but it got his feet, you know, his teeth was caught in the horsehair.
Yeah.
The tail. That was funny to see.
But he grabs onto the pig's ear and holds onto
Oh
the
yes, that little dog, when he gets hold of that ear, he doesn't let loose right away.
So the pig throws the dog around?
Well, they go around the circle like a merry-go-round. You know when you stand in one spot and turn around, you know?
So the pig is doing that to the dog.
Trying to shake it loose.
No,
Yeah.
the pig would try to get rid of the dog because he's hanging in the ear, so they go around 2 or 3 times.
Oh, okay.
You know, when the pigs turn around, try to get rid of the dog.
Yeah, the ear are pretty tender.
Yeah, and they're pretty tender on the ear, you know. No, a dog is just like a kid. Neighbors never had a dog would chase his own cows. My dogs always had a. One time the cows were over there, and the neighbor's dog, they never learned to chase cows. So they had to go down there themselves and walk down there and chase, and then the dogs would follow behind. The dog wouldn't chase the cows. And here I want to put my dogs on his cows when they're on my land. Why, dog ran home because my dogs were taking care of the cows for him, and then of course when they chased him, they'd chase him clear into the yard, you know. I had to laugh at the guy that's standing there, and here my dogs were chasing his cows in where they belong. That was kind of cute to watch. They know where the cows go because they had chased them so many times already.
So where do your dogs sleep at night when it's cold?
The little one sleeps in the porch. He's the watchman. He had a barking streak last night, and I don't know what he heard, but I think what it is either coon or deer. Here one night about a week ago, that dog got a spell barking, and I let him out, and he ran clear east, and I don't know what he was chasing. Whether it was coon, whether it was deer, or whatever it was, and I thought that crazy fool, he never stopped. I could barely hear him, he was that far east. And so I stood out there and waited a while. And I finally started calling him, and then it wasn't long, he came over, he was all there puffing, because he had been quite a ways east. Now it could have been deer. That's what I had to figure out.
You got 2 dogs or 1 dog?
1.
Okay.
Yeah, because coon, they would, you know, if it kept going, the coon would have went up in trees.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have went that far.
Probably been a deer, must have been deer.
No, more or less.
Because he went a long ways east, because when he was barking, it sounded like he was almost into a fight. Because he starts chasing something. Why, he got to show his power, you know. He's got a powerful bark, though. Sounds like a big dog when he's going to bark, because he uses a lot of power to that bark.
Barking power.
Yeah.
So is he pretty jumpy too? When you're around, or not bad?
Well, wherever I go, he's got to go, because I treat him good. I give him ice cream, I give him candy, I give him cake.
Dog eats it all, huh?
And not much of it. And every time we go and order chicken, we take the chicken skin and leftovers home for him, and then pull that up, all you have to do, he'll sit up and he takes him a while to get his certain bark just right. His bark got to bark just perfect before he gets it. So first he goes, you know, and then he gets a little bark, and then a little louder. When it gets loud enough, then he gets the chicken.
That's what you call a dog's life.
Yeah.
That's right.